my God, it's taking forever. I think I'm 35 hours in. I mean, it's nuts. Working on some of these burls, it's unforgiving. And especially when they have rocks in it. That's a full-on rock. Has to be, well, the rock, who knows, millions of years old, but the fact that it's in a tree means it has to be at least 200-300 years old. That redwood slab was hundreds of years old. The reason it was gifted to me, if I recall correctly, is that they didn't want to plane it in their planer, which removes thin layers on top, only because they're afraid they're going to skip off rocks like that and it would damage that really expensive, highly sharpened blade. And it would leave these gouges and the rest of it. It would ruin the whole process. I've seen it happen with old nails. You'll see an old nail in a tree or an old rock in a tree and it'll just ruin your blade. They didn't want to do that with this, so it was gifted to me to carve, but I was unskilled enough. I'm still not that skilled and learning every day, but things like that, yeah, you gotta take your time on that. And right now I'm burnt out, to be honest. My hands are sore. Here's my little fish, his tentacles. And I have a ton to do still. I'm thinking 40 plus hours, maybe 50 hours to finish this. The rest is all machine work, sanding, dremeling, smoothing, maybe some high detail chiseling work at the end, but I mean, this little sumbitch, I gotta cut this part off. Of course, detail this way more and sand it, but the dremeling action actually burnishes it almost like a wood burner. The tail flipping there, that was really cool. It was right in a defect where the burl was. I need to remove some of the backing here. Some of my old nautical stuff. These tentacles are gonna be really fun to do. I'm excited to work on the rest. I've worked on mostly this last week from here down, and of course I have to continue smoothing all this out and working on the eyes and the upper tentacles. This will all be Dremel work here. It's a huge burl. But yeah, it's I got all 8 tentacles and 2 beautiful little fish wrapped up in all the madness. I feel bad for this guy. He's gonna have a really scared look on his face. Or her, whatever it might be. Yeah. So because of my neurodivergence, this is what I decided to do. So here is what I got. Custom made redwood, locally made redwood buffet, dining table hutch. It is super cute, super amazing. I got it for like 60 bucks. They wanted 50 and I gave them 60 because it's worth way more than that. But check this out. I went ahead and pencil sketched some ideas on it. I want to do of course, an octopi on the corner, kind of lightly etched in as a relief carving. I'm gonna have a sailboat coming up the middle with the mast going through all the drawers. And then of course the horizon, light ocean work, coming up to a lighthouse, wrapping into the redwood forest coming around the corner. And on the bottom here we'll have rocks with splashing waves and starfish etched into the legs. As with over here, we'll have octopi's tentacles wrapping around the bottom of the table. And up top here, I think I'm gonna leave that untouched unless I can find a piece of plexiglass or glass to go on top. And then I'll go ahead and do an etching on the bottom too. I'm thinking the skyline, a relief carving from the ocean's perspective of Eureka back in the 1800s, like early 1900s, 1800s. The city line, I thought that would be really cool on top, and maybe have Eureka, California, 1820 on it or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Give me your thoughts. There we go. All right. Mermaid in the ship. Vicky! Lincoln! Shut up!
Have you met Ben Workman yet? You're missing out. He's a humble artist and a great dancer. This guy, Ben Workman, has my attention. Literally. I mean, have you seen those biscuits?